Good morning. It's, I forgot, 32, feels like 27. I think I can wear my hat when it's this cold. Yeah, isn't it beautiful? My little pom-pom on top. I only wish it would shake. I forgot to tell y'all the other day what Lisa said that was so funny in the car. So when Lisa first came to work with us, I knew Lisa's daughter from the sheriff's office. So I had posted on Facebook that we were looking for somebody, and Lisa's daughter saw it and sent me a message and said, "Can my mom send you a resume?" And I was like, absolutely. So when she first came to work with us, you know, you get to know each other, you're asking questions, all that good stuff, as you do. And we got to realizing, we started realizing that we had a lot in common. Like, our families are from the same hometown, our moms have the same name, our moms both had black hair, brown eyes, although she keeps her hair blonde. We both have brown hair and green eyes. I mean, there's so many similarities that it's just kind of eerie. So the other day, we were talking about pantries, not panties, pantries, and how, you know, people have things that expired long ago in their pantries. And I said, nothing tops my grandmother. She had a bottle of Tabasco sauce in her refrigerator that expired. Well, that was still there. I don't know when it expired. From when my grandfather passed away. He passed away in January of 1967. And Lisa yells out, not yells out, but Lisa says, "Oh, that's when I was born." And I said, "What date is your birthday again?" Because I couldn't remember. And she told me, and I said, "I think that's the day that he died." And she said, "I'm your grandpa." And Jen was like, "What?" So Lisa's my grandpa. Please stand by. Okay, hi. So anyway, we thought that was so funny that she is my grandpa. I like for my friends to be just as weird as I am. Yeah, because it makes me feel more normal. So I think Lisa definitely feels that weird description. So yesterday, after I started, you know, feeling like I could move a little bit because of my back, I left the house. I had a list. Did I get everything on the list? No, but I had a list. And I went to Shoe Carnival and got really angry because I walked up and down every single aisle in Shoe Carnival looking at every single shoe that I liked. Did they have a size 5 in the store? No, they did not. I didn't even see a 5.5. But I'm barely a 5, so I can't really even wear a 5.5. Some people have said to me, "Well, can't you wear a 6? Well, I'm sorry, what size do you wear? An 8.5? Would you buy a 9.5? I mean, yeah, if it runs small, but I'm just saying, generally speaking, would you buy a size too big? No, I wouldn't. Anyway, now, in boots, I can get away with a 6 because I wear really thick socks. But in every other shoe, I really need a 5. So then I went to the kids section because, you know, people say,
"Oh, you're so lucky that you get to wear kids' shoes."
Am I? Am I though? One, kids' shoes have no support. Yes, I could buy inserts, but that's not the point. I don't want to buy inserts for every pair of shoes, and then I don't want to play Russian roulette trying to figure out which pair of shoes the inserts are in to move them to another pair. You know what I'm saying? It's not the point. The point is shoemakers across the nation need to make more size 5 shoes. Yeah, because I know a lot of people who wear size 5s, and I can order Hey Dudes in a size 5. Yeah, they make them. You can't find them in a store to try on. So I would like to try them on to make sure that they don't run big or small, you know, but no, you can't find them. Way back in the day, I could go to Belk and on Dallas Highway where I used to live, and the the shoe clerk would let me go in the stock room and look at all their 5s. And honestly, the whole shoe room, warehouse looking thing with all the shelves, there were like 3 shelves of size 5 shoes in that whole big warehouse. 3. Oh, I can do it with this one. I can't do it with that one. Anyway, so I was mad. I went to the kids department and walked up and down those aisles. And I mean, they had some cute ones, but I want adult shoes. I don't want pink and purple sparkly shoes. And also, kids' shoes don't really account for a high arch. I have a very high arch. So my foot is thicker that way because of my high arch. I don't have a wide foot. I have a thick foot that way because I have such a high arch. Anyway, that doesn't matter. But I was just so frustrated. So then I left and I went next door to Ulta because I got a gift card at our luncheon the other day for Ulta. And you know that thing was burning a hole in my pocket. Y'all know how I love my makeup. So they had their Christmas gift sets out. So I got it was a Tarte gift set, 3 different eyeshadow palettes, and 1 cheek palette. The eyeshadow colors, there's like a purple palette, and then there's more of a pinkish palette, and then there's more of a bronzy palette. I was so excited. All 4 of those were $54, which may sound like a lot of money, but I don't care because I love my Tarte. I love my Tarte. That sounds weird. Anyway, but I asked the girl who was working there, I said, I'm looking for an eyeshadow primer. And she said, just use your concealer. I was like, what? She said, yeah, just use your concealer. It's the same thing. Okay, because I was looking at all the different ones. I mean, there's so many eyeshadow primers to choose from. And she said, just use that. It's fine. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to try it. If I don't like it, then I'll come back. So then I went to Publix and I had my list. Did I look at it? No. But I knew I had cat food, cat treats. Those were the most important 2 things because I don't want to be eliminated in my sleep. And I buy this, it's by Simple Mills, MILLS, Meals. And it's banana bread, gluten-free, dairy-free, grain-free, banana bread. And I cook those to have for breakfast. Because that's a quick grab-and-go thing for me. Did I get my coffee creamer? No, I did not. Because I didn't look at my list. That was in my purse. Because I thought, oh, yeah, I remember what I need. So stupid, Tracy, so stupid. Ugh, but I still had a little coffee creamer. But I used all that coffee creamer this morning, so now I'm really out. Then I went to Petco. I took the dog food back, and I exchanged it for the dog food that I know she does like, at least right now, because she'll change her mind next week. But anyway, there's this little woman. I mean, she wasn't very old. I don't know how old she was, but she wasn't very old. But she was having a hard time checking out. And so the girl was like, if you don't want to donate, hit decline. And she hit $5. And she said, did you want to donate $5? And she said no. And so then the girl had to go, like, almost like she was doing a return to get the $5 back off of there. And then the girl was like, you need to hit the decline. And she was like reaching over and showing her where the decline button was. And she was just standing there staring at it. And then she had her credit card backwards. So the little chippy thing was on this side. And she had her thumb over the chip. And she kept trying to tap it. And I was like, you know how you want to help somebody, but you don't want to offend them or something? And I
was like, I mean, if you just turn it, if you just turn it.
Well, anyway, she finally gets done. And she goes out and gets in her truck. I go through my thing. She's got to return those 6 things of dog food. And then she rings it up. And then I pay. I go out. This woman is still trying to backspace out of her parking space, right? Backspace, Tracy? She was still trying to back out of her parking space. And she would move about that far. She was in the biggest truck, like an F-350. Huge. She's a little bitty woman. I mean, she made me look ginormous. And I don't mean weight size. I mean height, weight, everything. She was tiny. And she's sitting in this big old truck. And she'd back about that far and she'd stop. I mean, like, stop. And then she'd back a little and she'd stop. But she was backing straight up. Straight. No curving. Straight. Well, there's a car behind her, you know, pulled in this way. I'm standing at the curb because I didn't want to walk all the way around this way to get to my car. Plus, I was kind of enjoying the show. But I also didn't want to walk behind her because I was afraid she was going to stomp that gas pedal, you know. Finally, I got tired of waiting and I just took off running behind her because she was backing
an inch and stopping, an inch and stopping, an inch and stopping.
And I was like, I felt like going and knocking on her window and saying,
can I help you back that thing up? Because
she finally gets backed up halfway out of her parking space. Halfway. Not even all the way. I'm telling you, this took minutes. And then she puts it in drive. She goes forward, maybe a foot. She puts it in reverse and she starts backing again. And then she puts it in drive and she goes forward. She was completely cattywampus, taking up 14 parking spaces, trying to back that thing up. By this point, I'm sitting in my car watching her because I'm invested now. You know, I'm like, I just want to make sure you make it out of here alive. So she backs up and she finally gets to where she's still in the parking spaces, but she's straight. There's a car here. So then she's having to back up. She didn't have to, but she's backing up to where her truck, the rear tire is now touching the curb. And she puts it in drive and she cuts it just a little. She could have had it. I mean, she was clear. She was clear all the way around.
Then she backs up some more. And then she cuts it and goes this way. And then she backs up some more. I was like,
dear Jesus, be with her. She doesn't need to be driving. No, because that was, it was bad. So then the show's over and I put it in drive and I take off out and I'm sitting at the light to turn. And dang if she didn't pull up beside me. She was just then, she left before me, but she was just then getting even with me at the red light. When the light turned green, I started going, she started going. I'm doing like this and she's barely doing this. All the cars behind her came over into my lane and went around her and kept going. I went a long way and she was still way back. I was like, Lord Jesus, please be with her because she's not going to make it home in that gigantic truck because she can't drive it. Anyway, I'm at work. So ta-ta for now. I'll be back. I wore my white sweater today that nobody voted for the other day, but I still like it. Okay, bye. Good night. Did y'all ever notice that if you're really in a hurry, that a blue million, what's on my glasses? A blue million things happen to keep you from leaving early or doing whatever it is you wanted to do? My boss said this morning, because I worked by myself today, because Lisa took off, and she said, well, work at the office however long you want to work, and then you can come home and work for the rest of the day if that's what you want to do. And I was like, well, that sounds like a grand idea. I had actually already thought of it. I'll stay until the mail runs, make sure we don't get any more money in, and then I'm gonna stop by the post office and then the bank, and then I'll head on home. Yeah, sounds like a great idea, except everything that could go wrong went wrong. Phone calls coming in, the wrong thing charged to the wrong account, having to fix that. Ugh! The fax machine, the fax wouldn't go through to make a payment to this company. Oh, I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So I got out 9 minutes early. 9. That ain't even early, because I usually leave earlier than that when I just have to go to the bank. I just want some chapstick, okay? Is that too much to ask for there, purse? Anyway, it was a good day. It just all came crashing in right there at the last minute of phone calls, and I need this and do this and pay this and fax that, and you know, the things that you have to do before you can leave, because I really wanted to get it all done today. Tomorrow's Friday, and we're having our phone meeting tomorrow instead of today. And I don't want to be behind on a Friday. I mean, heaven forbid me have to work hard on a Friday. So I nearly killed myself today. Yeah. Anyway, I'm about to run in the post office and check my mailbox. Well, alrighty. I got a phone call and couldn't finish that thought out that I was having. But I went into the post office UPS store to check my mail, and I didn't have any. So for whoever said they sent me a package, it's not here yet. Or a card. Somebody said they sent me something last week. Now, I had 2 people tell me yesterday they sent me something, but this was last week. Anyway, I didn't have it, so maybe it'll come. Well, that's it for this one. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Hit the like button. And remember that I love you and Jesus loves you, and I hope he's coming back soon, because people be crazy. And I will talk to you on the next Tracy Tries, which will be tomorrow, because I be posting every day. But I really need you to hit that like button, love button, laugh button, care button. Is that what that thing's called, a care button? Anyway, pray for each other and everybody in Israel, and just pray. Just pray and pray and pray, okay? That's some of my new eyeshadow. I'll show y'all more later. Okay, bye.